Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and I don't know what this is going to be titled, but let me tell y'all about the foolishness that has ensued. So, remember when I told y'all that on Monday, which was my birthday, I had various people who reached out to me, and one of the people was this guy who, like a year and a half to 2 years ago, I bought him groceries and he was facing homelessness, didn't have no food, hadn't eaten for days. And, I felt within myself that, you know, I should help him. And so, out of the kindness of my heart, I went and took him to the grocery store, not knowing him from Adam. And I keep trying to tell y'all, I'm not, it's like I'm scary, but I'm not. I'm not. I didn't have any fear in my heart. I wasn't, there was no anxiety or anything associated with me going to pick him up from where he was living before he was going to get kicked out to take him to go grocery shopping. I spent a little over $100 on groceries solely for him. And it was all terrible stuff, but I'm like, hey, he gonna eat what he eat. It ain't gonna do with me. I'm just glad that he's getting some food in his system because he hadn't eaten. I've been there before. I've already told y'all before that I was homeless for a little while when I was with my ex, which shouldn't have been the situation, but it was what it was. I did not want to reach out to my family, so I just decided to stick it out. And I felt like in my heart of hearts that this was something that would prove to show that I'm willing to stick beside you through thick and thin. But he was trash. It is what it is. And I digress. So he reached out to me, and let me tell y'all what has transpired between Monday and just today, because he really tried it. Okay, so Monday he said hi and put a smiley face next to it. Then he came back and messaged me again and said, I don't know if you remember me, but I've been trying to find you for months and months, and I finally did, thank God. So when I saw the message, I was saying to myself, why would he be looking for me? Because unless he's going to say thank you again for the groceries, or because you rejected me, I had to accept that. But soon after that, I found the love of my life. I'm not understanding why you're reaching out to me. Like, so I said, I'm gonna see what he say. Maybe he'll say that. Okay, maybe he'll say that. But my instincts were dead on, and I was right, and we're gonna get there. So I responded by saying, I do. Why have you been looking for me? So then it took him 2 days to reply because, he has a girlfriend and he got to hide the fact that he online because I'm pretty sure he was living off of her because he quickly found her after I had gotten the groceries and he had to get kicked out of the place he was living in. Just in case y'all aren't aware, if you, especially if you're new here and you don't watch like every video that I upload, with this particular situation, he was going to get kicked out of a house that he was living in a not so savory neighborhood in this city. Um, but again, I'm a thug, I'm a gangster, so I mean, I've been in. Listen, if you're from Montgomery, Alabama, I don't know if y'all know about Patterson Court and Smiley Coat, all them other coats and things like that. I have been there, like when it was terrible. My aunt used to live in Smiley Coat, I think. Smiley Court. Let me make sure I say it for the people who don't understand what I'm saying when I say Smiley Coat. She lived in Smiley Court back in the day, and then she moved, um, like off of the boulevard in a nice neighborhood. Don't know drama be popping off over there. But yeah, that neighborhood was terrible back then when I was a child. And when I became an adult, I already told y'all that there was a shootout that ensued. Literally 5 minutes after I left from visiting a new client whose case had been passed off to me when I was a social worker working for the Montgomery County Department of Human Resources as a child protective services social worker. Yeah, my mama called me frantic because she knew I was going over there, and the news broke that there was a shooting over there. Like, they set it off. Y'all, it was a payday Friday. Everybody was out there. You would have thought that some major rapper was out there about to perform. It was like everybody was at their apartment. It was a lot going on that day. Child, I was bold and dumb. Y'all, I had sat up there, took my purse out of my car in my hand and walked it back to my trunk. Y'all, I had a Vic. I had a Crown Vic at the time, a white Crown Vic. It was a 94. Child, everybody lived for my car lived for up until the moment that it broke down on me because the axle broke off in the middle of traffic. Like everybody lived for that car for years. I don't know why. And they lived for the Vic that I had after that up until I sold it. Child, but I stupidly walked around to the back and popped my trunk and politely sat my purse in there. Now, the Lord was with me because anybody could have just politely popped the trunk and just got my purse out of there. I mean, they would have had to, get into my card information to retrieve money, but I'm just saying it was a very dangerous situation. I was not scared being out there and all those people was just smoking weed like it wasn't nothing that's out there. And it was a lot going on, but I'm just saying that to further help y'all to understand that I'm a gangster. I'm a G. And we had this conversation before. But yeah, I'm a G. So stuff like that. The fact that he was living in a not so savory neighborhood, it didn't deter me from going out there, meeting him, talking to him even further, and then learning that he hadn't eaten in like 2, 3 days. And I'm like, oh no. And that particular day, it was over 100 degrees. I was like, sir, you ain't got no water. You ain't got no juice. You ain't got nothing. He hasn't been ingesting anything. And it's hot. And then I think where he was living, there was no AC, didn't have no fan, didn't have nothing. So I'm like, sir, what you gonna do is get these groceries. So since his list was so like specific, like I thought I was gonna be able to go get him some hot dogs, pizza, the typical things a lot of people who don't eat the way they're supposed to eat would like, and just be able to sling it over there and be done. Like I had a list in my mind of things that I figured that he would just like, and he was like, "Oh, well, I don't eat anything with tomato in it, whatever, because of the acidity or whatever levels that sometimes if you're not eating the right types of tomatoes will give off." Yeah, I understand. But I digress, y'all. Let me get back to what I'm saying. I just said all that to help y'all to understand that I'm a G. And I'm not scared. I was not fearful of being around him. I wasn't fearful of being in the neighborhood that he was in. And for clarity's sake, this was someone who I was not trying to date. We never went out and on any dates. We were strictly, I'm here, I'm talking to you, you telling me about your life, just having your moments. And even though he was having a one-sided moment, I've been telling him off rip, I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't want to go out on a date. Like we have nothing to discuss. Now, if you want to just tell me about your life and stuff like that, like I'm here to listen. I'm here to talk to you. I'm just not gonna tell you where I live. I'm not gonna tell you where I work. Little stuff like that. There's certain things that I don't discuss anymore because people are psychotic and some more. But yeah, y'all. So anyway, so then 2 days later, he responds to me and he said, "I just missed the authenticity. You've always been so sweet and so real, and I always felt a connection to you, and I just want it back." So I'm sitting here looking like, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? I mean, I've never lied to him or anything, but I'm like, we spoke for like maybe a week and a half. Like, you were telling me a little bit about yourself, how you're not from this city or whatever, which could very well be a lie, but he is from Virginia and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, he was telling me about like his family situation. Like, I still remember all of those details to this day. And like how he had a job, the job that he had been working at, because at the time COVID was doing a lot and they weren't working him regularly. And then the times that he did work, they were like holding his check, and like the money that he needed in order to buy food with was being held captive by the employer. And I'm like, yeah, that's not cool. They ain't supposed to be able to do that. What's going on? So, like I said, I felt compelled to go get him some groceries. And I've been there before. I've been homeless with my ex. I did not eat for a little over a month, lost weight because I cannot do ramen noodles. Ramen noodles literally make me throw up. So that's all that was available for me. So I drank water. It was summertime. So I just drank water. That was the only thing that was free that I could get my hands on. So 99% of the time I was not eating. Um, so I know how it is to go without. I might be fat, but I have gone without food before as a child and as an adult. And it is what it is. So I can see when somebody is in that state, and I'm not looking at it as oh, let me reach out and do this so that I can gain some kind of oh, let me get this pat on the back because I helped this person, ooh, praise me because I did that. That's not why I did it. I did it because I saw my own self from the experience that I had in him living in the same city. Like, it was bad. It was so bad, y'all. But anyway, so moving right along. So my response to that was, huh? You have someone. So I'm confused. Child, moving on to the next message. So he responded 4 days later, which is that today's date? Yeah, he responded today to that. He gonna say who? I was like, sir, now look, wait a minute. So after I said to him that I do remember, well, after I said to him, huh, you have someone, so I'm confused. I don't know why, but something told me, go check his profile on Facebook. I don't know why. When I tell y'all, the Lord be knowing. The Lord be knowing. So something told me, go check his profile. Profile completely disappeared. I don't know. He either deleted it, changed his name to something completely different, or he has it hidden to where nobody can find it. I'm thinking he like completely deleted it. Child, so he's talking about some who in relation to me saying to him that he has someone. Sir, we're not finna play these games. And I have receipts. I still have the receipts. So I'm like, I don't understand why he tried to play me. So I'm just like, okay, since you want to play these games, okay. So I said, the fact that you want to play dumb is hilarious. Before you decided to disappear the other day, I saw the proof and still have the proof. I feel sorry for her. This is exactly why I do not deal with y'all. Child. Then I said, and I've known about it for the entire time. I'm glad that I trust my intuition. It has always been right. Let's see. Gotta make sure I go in order because he really be trying. Then he finally responded. He waited a little while. It like as soon as he saw he had gotten caught, he hopped offline and went and did all this stuff. Child, and then like keep in mind, he's had this same name that he uses for his profile at least since I knew of his existence initially. He changed his name 2 different times within a 10-minute span of the last messages that I sent to him. And I'm just like, wait, y'all gonna see why I'm just like, sir, it just has to stop. Okay, so wait a minute. So then he said, I didn't disappear. Firstly, I lost my house and my job. I wanted to read and be like, sir, you didn't have a house, but go off though. But anyway, he could have and then I wanted to say to myself, like, sir, there are other places that are hiring. Like there are other places, and I said these places. One place that I worked at before, they will hire anybody as long as you are not a thief. I'm talking about murderers, drug kingpins, all of them are allowed to work there. As long as you're not a thief, as long as you haven't been booked for being a thief, they do not care. And I told him that that job was hiring. That job might be in a car, driving the speed limit, maybe 10 minutes away from where he lived. And if he had to walk, in all honesty, it would have taken him 30, 45 minutes walking one way. I've walked to work before. I had to walk to that job for 5 years. I walked to that job. So I'm not beyond doing what I need to do in order to do what I need. I mean, I'm not beyond doing things that are legal. Let me put it like that, because I don't want y'all to be like, oh, you trying to be a hard lot. Because I was like, wait a minute, which word I want to use right now? I ain't trying to do none of that. But yeah, I'm just like, baby, you could have went and got another job. And until that happened or whatever, you didn't have to get kicked. They had so many different people who had like rooming houses and stuff around here. Even though I've heard that the rooming house situation is terrible around here in most cases, especially if it had been a person like him. But my ex and I, after the homelessness, we ended up moving into what he liked to call a trap house. So apparently that was like one of the nicer situations, and it was not great. because nobody ever went into our room stealing nothing or whatever, even though we had a lock on the door. I mean, like, if you wanted to, you could have been able to get in. You could have went in the windows, did something or whatever. We were lucky enough to be one of the two people living in the, I think it was a 6 bedroom home or 4 bedroom home. We had our own bathroom, so we didn't have to see nobody. It was just the only common area was the kitchen, and we were, myself and then this other lady that came and moved in, we were the only ones that would cook. We were the only ones who had food that we were cooking. Everybody else was ordering out, and like everybody was pretty respectful. Did nobody try you over there? So we were lucky. So yeah, y'all, I done been through some things. Like when I tell y'all about stuff, I've really been through stuff. So don't be trying. I hate when people try to play me and try to be like, oh, you don't even know what you're talking about. I've been through these situations. So y'all, there were options out there, but in my opinion, I feel like he just didn't follow up, and he could have gone and gotten another job, at least at that place to start, until that job was willing to do what they needed to do or what they felt that they could have done safely in order to ensure that him working there was fine. So anyway, I said in response to that, I'm referring to your Facebook page. Wait a minute. I went too far. Wait a minute. Yeah, he said I didn't disappear. Firstly, I lost my job and my house. So yeah, that's it. I'm referring to your Facebook page. I'm aware of your situation. I'm aware of what your situation was at the time. You know that you are dead wrong, which is why you immediately went and hid, changed, or deleted it. Then I came behind it with another message and said, according to you, you were living in a room of a house with a man who had a girlfriend returning home from being in the military, and he said that you had to get out. You said that your job was barely working you because of COVID, and you were having issues with them giving you your last check. Oh, trust me, I remember what you said. So then he came back with 2 messages, and these were the last 2 messages as of right before I started recording this. And he said, I haven't had Facebook in over 2 years, but I'm not going to press the issue. I'll be the liar and all of that stuff. Sorry I bothered you. Enjoyed your day. Enjoy your day. Then I said, yeah, but you are lying, because as soon as I bought you those groceries, for some unknown reason, Facebook decided to suggest you as a friend. You didn't have anything up there at first, and I'm talking about in reference to the girlfriend or anything like that. Like, yeah. But soon, not long after that, you got a girlfriend or someone to use. Not really sure which one that actually was, but do you? Anyway, you know that you are a liar, which is why you immediately went to hide, change, or delete your page when I first responded to you. I have screenshots. I mean, it's you. So you can't continue to lie. And then I said, you were very active on the regular. Not sure why you feel the need to lie. I wasn't checking for you then or now. And that's not a diss, just to be clear. I tell people up front that I'm not looking for anything, nothing in the love department, so they don't get their hopes up about anything. It's not that deep. Y'all, I'm looking at, I don't even know why I didn't enlarge this. That's why I'm over here struggling to read what I even type, because I got it so small. You would rather lie than tell the truth. And the sad part is that I told you back then that I wasn't checking for you or any other man. That's what makes this strange. Why go through all of this just to lie to me as if you haven't been on Facebook when you were? Like, it's stupid, y'all. I just cannot. I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. Like, I really don't understand. What really is the reason for this? You got a whole girlfriend. You literally just said at the end of, like, January, oh, this is my queen. Like, he had, y'all, wait a minute. Where the pictures at? Did I send the pictures to myself? Y'all, he had a whole post and everything up here that he made about the heifer that he with. Did I share that with myself? Because I'm gonna have to get off. No, I ain't send that to myself. But anyway, for whatever reason, I don't know why. The Lord be knowing. The Lord be knowing, y'all. So what I did was, when he sent me a message, I was like, let me see if he still got a Facebook. But I don't know why. Something just told me to go see if he still had a Facebook, because I know what his name is. I don't think he ever knew my name. So I'm just like, you knew the fake name I gave you. So I'm like, don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, I went to check the page. The page was still active. Like this man posts almost every day, if not every day. So one post in particular, he was talking about how he and the girlfriend have been through ups and downs and happy 1.5 year anniversary. Like he did a whole two paragraph write up on happy anniversary, had a picture of them together, all this. I have two pictures of them together. Y'all, I don't remember what the girlfriend's name is. If I did, I promise y'all, part of me was like, dang, the one time he didn't tag her in the picture, that's the picture I don't have. Because I'm tempted to like reach out to her, but I don't have her information. And like I told y'all before, he already done changed everything. He got it hidden or something. I can't even find him no more. The crazy thing is he was friends with one of my friends that I've been friends with since 2012. That worked at that same place that I was trying to get him to go to until, things got better or whatever. Child, look, and then I'm like, you did the most. You know you lying. You done did all this for your Facebook page. Then on the little thing we talking on, you done changed your little username on there 2 times within the 10 minutes of me typing and going back and forth with you. You know you're wrong. I don't understand. Like, you don't have a dog in this fight, sir. You don't have a dog in this fight because I do not want you. I never wanted you. So it is so confusing to me why he is going through all of this to try to prove that he's not lying when he is. Child, I'm reminded of a song. I'm reminded, as soon as this foolishness really started unfolding, I was just like, I feel sorry. Listen, y'all. I feel sorry. Mm-hmm. I feel sorry. Oh, I feel sorry. I feel sorry for any man out there when he can't look around and say, this is my woman and my woman alone. I feel sorry for any woman out there who can't say that I've got somebody that I can call my very own. Child. Child, I cannot. I feel sorry. I feel sorry. I feel sorry. I feel sorry. One thing I can say about the people of the world today. They see it with a good thing, they want to take it away. But I believe in you. You believe in me too, yeah. Child, please. I cannot. Look, that little part of that song that Johnny Taylor put out, child, I cannot. The accuracy, the way that it just meshes completely awesomely well with this situation, I cannot. Like, I don't understand why people do that. Why you want to do that? And then, like, the Lord really be setting it off sometimes. I just be like, now, sir. Now, y'all, any other time, for the most part, I would have been winding down and asleep when he messaged me. I got home, I ate, and I ended up dozing off for a couple of hours. I was tired. Like, I had an amazing day yesterday and today, but I was really tired. Like, my arm, y'all, it felt like somebody punched me as hard as they can in my arm. But that's just my body telling me, girl, you know you ain't been at work for a week. So you got to get back into your work routine / your workout routine, because I literally lose weight because of what I be doing at work. Child, I be doing the most at work. And I don't need a gym membership. It's just so crazy. Excuse me, y'all. Got the hiccups. But anyway, child, I cannot. I don't understand the lies. Help me understand why people sit up there and lie. Like, what you thought you was going to get, sir? I wasn't interested in you then, and I'm not interested in you now. Like, what is going on? Child, and then he done gained 50 to 100 and some pounds. Like, I mean, I'm fat, but I'm just saying, though. Like, it's like, woo, child. Is it happy weight? Is it love weight? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not reading. I'm like, okay, what is it? Like, it could be meds that he owned, for all I know. I don't know. So I can't. I don't understand why people will lie when the truth will do. Y'all help me understand this foolishness. What y'all think about this? Because I'm tired. I am so tired of these people approaching me. Anyway, y'all, I'm gone. I need to be asleep. Y'all have a good day. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. Give this video a thumbs up, and let's talk about this down in the comment section. Bye.